Hi everyone. This video is the conclusion to my book experiment number 1, and the book experiment that I book experimented with was Calling in the Womb: 7 Weeks to Attract the Love of Your Life by Catherine Woodward Thomas. I'm going to share with you the results that I got, the lessons that I learned, what transpired over the course of the weeks, and more. And I apologize if my voice is kind of raspy. I'm just getting over a sickness. So, first thing, did I get the results? Did I attract the love of my life in 7 weeks? And the answer is yes and no. No, because there is no physical guy right here. There is no physical guy out in the world that I am talking to that is talking to me. I have not met a guy that I am truly attracted to, that I want to be with, that is here right now that I'm with. I haven't met him yet. So the immediate answer is no. But the secondary answer is yes, because you have to speak into existence the things that you desire to come into your life. So yes, this perfect soulmate is here. This perfect twin flame is here right now in my life. I am ready. On the other hand, I also realize something that I realized a couple of times but never claimed, that I am my own true love. I am my own true love, and I came to this conclusion when I felt I had to fight for my personal space. That was when I truly thought about myself and my well-being, when I had to fight for my personal space to get my voice across and everything. So yes, I am my true love until my true love comes, and I'll have two loves, me and him. So what transpired over the course of the weeks? Okay. Before I get to the immediate thing, I'll tell you all the little things that happened. I had all of these encounters with guys from my past. I had guys just coming out of nowhere, just talking to me. People asking me, like, I want to be in a relationship with you. And I'm like, where? You don't even know me. Like, you literally came out of nowhere. Men asking me out on dates on the street, which never happens like that. Like, I don't really get asked out on dates like that on the street. I usually get passed on by. But every corner, once I opened up my heart, once I opened up the possibility for a person to come into my life, all of these guys that I wasn't attracted to, I even have a secret admirer on the bus. I didn't even know that. I literally didn't know that. I just found out like a few days ago. My ex, the Merkaba boy, he would come by and visit. That's the only ex that I am friends with, that I talk to for now, until I find my true love, or until he finds me. Then goodbye, Merkaba boy. But yeah, it was just very crazy, some of the things that happened, like men being very bold, like, no, you are my woman. I'm just like, no, I'm not. So those are the little things. The big, major, overlapping thing that happened was my friend staying in my apartment. I told you the first day of this book experiment that every time I would read this book, I would never finish it. I would get to the middle and never finish it, because whenever I would begin, guys from everywhere would come. So this friend was a guy that I had been attracted to since 2013. I was really, really, really attracted to this dude. And I know his sister and his brothers and all of that. And it's almost like they're like my second family. So it's a whole different dynamic. About the first day of week 2, I believe, he asked if he could stay in my space for maybe a month. And I was like, okay, sure. It was very difficult because I was attracted to him. He was in my space. And it was just like, the Merkaba boy was here because they know each other through me. And they had lived together for maybe 3 months in another state and worked together. So it was like a whole different dynamic going on. This dude is in my house. I'm like, I don't want to touch him. I don't know what to do. Yeah, he's there and there's this chemistry going on. So that was the beginning. But near the end of the Bookperiment, I realized that this dude was the Bookperiment embodied. He was this book embodied. All of the lessons that I was reading, it was like my life was coinciding with them based off of him being here. At some points, I felt like he was building me up. At other points, I felt like I was being interrogated. And because of this experience, I learned how to speak up for myself. In the past, whenever I would have a relationship, I would never speak up for myself. I always prided myself on being the type of girlfriend that never began arguments. I would avoid arguments at all costs. I wouldn't start any debates with you. Even if you forgot my birthday, I wouldn't throw it in your face. Even if you stood me up on Christmas, even if you stood me up on Valentine's Day, holidays, just stood me up in general, I'd never say anything. I would make an excuse. I would just take it. Like, I remember I had a date. The guy stood me up for 2 hours. I'm like, why did I do that? But reading about these people in here, just a black and white version, like the woman with the pie that had made the guy a peach cobbler or whatever, or pie, for no reason, and brought it to him, and there was another woman at his house. I was that lady. And this dude was saying the same thing. You're too nice. You're too nice. You have to you have to be a warrior. Come on, you're not a prince. No, you're not a queen. You're just a princess right now. And I was like, look, you're not about to tell me what I am. You are not about to tell me what I can and cannot do. You are not about to tell me who I am in my space, in my house, in my space that you are using, which belongs to me. And that was I got mad. That was when the clashing happened. But from that experience, I learned how to raise my voice and stand up for myself when I felt like I was being disrespected. On the other hand, when things were good, he was showing me the things that I needed to expect from a guy that I would want. Like, okay, you want a guy that provides for you. You want a guy that eats healthy. You want a guy that does this. So you have to become a reflection of him. And then he was mimicking the things that the guy I would want would do. And that was very helpful because it was like role playing. It was role playing, which is also a lesson in this book. Some of the exercises in here were very challenging for me, particularly the visualization exercise. I sometimes have a hard time visualizing a healthy relationship for myself. But now I'm at a point where I have grown so disgusted, so overdone with what has been happening in my life, what has been happening in my love life, that I'm like, look, I deserve these things. Like, sometimes you gotta get mad and be like, I deserve true love. I deserve more money. I shouldn't be making this little amount of money. I shouldn't be living in this little broken down space. Stuff like that. What was interesting about the friend is that because I didn't speak up for myself at certain times, energetically, things began to break. My mind was breaking. My peace was breaking. My chair got broken. 2 of my lamps got broken. My fuses exploded. My tooth broke off. My toilet seat got completely destroyed. It got broken. My faucet drain got clogged. It had to get like drilled. Everything was just breaking everywhere. Because it was moving out of my life. Sometimes things will break because you are done with these things. You are done. All the lessons you needed to learn, it's over. You need to go and bring forth your new manifestation. And that is what I felt like was happening with this dude, with my friend. When it became very intense and I couldn't take it anymore, he was supposed to leave March 1st. But I kept burning bay leaves because I watched Christina on YouTube and she burns bay leaves. So whenever I'm in a big pickle, I will burn a bay leaf. I wrote, he will be gone by February 15th. He will be gone by February 15th. He'll be gone. I put all that energy into this bay leaf, burned it. Did you know that yesterday, February 15th, he came up to me and he said, I am leaving today. I'm leaving this morning. And now he's gone. He's been gone since yesterday morning. So as I was correct, he was the book experiment. I'm going to be doing this experiment again in March, but I'm not going to be recording it. I'm actually going to try to do all the lessons every single day, because since he was here, I was completely out of my element. Like, I really wasn't being me. The first week of the book experiment was the easiest because I was by myself. I had time to meditate. I had space to meditate. But when he came here, it was like, all over the place. So if you're interested in this book, I recommend it for you. It is a very good book. She breaks it down. She talks about the childhood woundings, which I didn't even realize how much my schooling, my education had affected me until I read this book. I never knew that my education was connected to my love life. A lot of her examples are childhood, family members, relatives doing things to people, but I never would have imagined that my school would be the one that impacted me the most. So, yeah, that is the end of my book experiment. I do have a secret admirer that I am attracted to, but I'm not going to pursue him because I'm working on myself. Going to do my book experiment again. I will also have a new book experiment that I'm going to be starting tomorrow. I'm going to try to start every week, either on the first of the month or on a Sunday. So I can do like week like that. This book experiment, I'm going over 3 or 4 books that I'm going to choose. So be sure to look out for that one. And everybody have a nice, loving day. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it. If you are trying to, or if you are going to, planning to get your love, heal yourself to get your love. Bye, everyone.